If you bad, then jump. I leave you to the slum. You're back. For a party with party. Cardi of a party in a Rari. Diamonds all over my body. For my body. Cardi got you from me. You ain't gay, you lame. You truck lane to lane. You're the train. Staying insane. I drop a tip on the chain.
Yo, what up 3 times, man? Yo, Hotep family, this is King Shu, man. Another King Shu Nubian Perspective. You know what the fuck going on, man. You know, man, I'ma lock in on this little Ginuwine situation, you know, with the train. First of all, before I get into all that, yo, what the fuck going on with this weather? Nigga, it's hot as hell. You know, last week it was like 10 degrees, wind chill factor like negative whatever. You know, now today it's I don't even know what it is, but it's warm. It almost feel like, you know, spring or fall, right? So I know a lot of us, we seen that shit in the sky, you know, that been down in Cali. You know, a lot of niggas was, you know, like, thought it was extraterrestrials and shit and wanted to believe it, you know, whatever it was. You know, I ain't gonna make fun of y'all no more, but my theory is, you know, that shit is weather control. These niggas out here controlling the weather. You know, I personally think global warming is, you know, they done fucked up somewhere down the line, and global warming is kicking in. And you know, they can't survive in global warming. They can't survive in the hotter climate. So this is all tactics, B. So, you know, when you see these people trying to you know, swirl the interracial dating, man, this all genetic survival. And you niggas is saving them. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Ginuwine and this grown ass man who who attempted to sexually assault him on camera. I can't believe, yo, we actually really discussing this and debating this, whether, you know, Ginuwine was in the wrong or who was in the wrong. Fuck that nigga, man. Are you serious? Like, yo, this is what America, you know, this is what the world has come to when the world is being ran by people who's not, you know, who's not supposed to be in that position. They blurring the lines of reality. You know, this is almost like the Matrix. You know, it's an illusion. It's what you know, you can make life what they have you under the assumption that you can make life what you want it to be. No, you accept life for what it is. You know, the story's already written in the stars. So we supposed to decode and interpret what, you know, the universe is unveiling to us. But what we're doing is we're trying to make the planet and the universe you know, do what works for us. And what we feel to realize, yo, the planet can live without humans, but the humans can't live without the planet. So these niggas keep fucking up all they want, you know. These are parasitic people. That's first and foremost. They can't live without a host. So anytime you hear these crackers talking about, you know, go back to Africa and, you know, this, that, and the third, like, we tried to go back to Africa, and it was sabotaged. Y'all parasites and be the host. Y'all need us. If we not around, that's why they didn't commit genocide on our people, because they need us. You know. Now with this grown ass man, yo, like, I think I'm gonna stop trying. I think I'm gonna stop beating up the gay people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not accepting y'all truth. I'm not accepting none of that shit. Is, you know. But what I do think, it's a mental issue, right? That, you know, it's a mental disease that stems from childhood. You know, childhood is a critical time. So when we growing up, if something happens and interrupt our childhood and puberty and things like that, you know, these are chemical and hormonal imbalances in these people. So you know, you have hormones in your body, like, called testosterone and estrogen, right? A lot of us familiar with it. You know, both men and women got both testosterone and estrogen. Men have more testosterone than women, and women have more estrogen than men. But if you doing certain things, if you see your son, like, this is just, you know, a suggestion. You know, ladies, like, yo, especially black women, because that's who I'm talking to. When you see your kids, your son doing certain things, like he acting mad feminine, you gotta nip that shit in the bud early. Like, it's not cute, it's nothing funny about it. You know, you have to nip that shit in the bud, because as he's developing, you know, that's affecting certain chemical levels in his body. You know, I'm gonna stress that point, because you know, the estrogen level is being raised in his body. Also with the diet, I'm gonna be real with y'all, yo. I believe, like, certain foods, you know, produce more estrogen. You know, and all that shit matters. Be like, the body is real. You know, studying the body physiology and biology is real important because even how much fat you have and how much muscle you have is determined by, and how hard your muscles look is determined by testosterone and estrogen. So when you see a lot of these athletes and these bodybuilders who look extra big, like look crazy, like that don't look natural, it's not natural. People say roids, but what are the roids? What is the roids affecting? It's affecting the testosterone. So you even see, I'm gonna get into that part, but you know, they got this guy, and you know, these people have mental issues, and you know, a lot of them, you know, could have been molested and had trauma during the critical times of their development. So even with little boys, if you see, I mean, even with little girls, if you see little girls, she acting extra promiscuous or extra, you know, back in the day they called it fast. You know, and I'm gonna be honest, B, it's hard to even tell now because, you know, y'all standards are so low. You know, I come from an era where, you know, the women who raised the girls, you couldn't even have your legs open. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all follow behind white women, got y'all looking so trashy and acting so trashy. I'm gonna be real. You know, as a man, you know, especially, you know, I'm gonna be honest. As a man, sometimes you be like, damn, like, nigga, you know, it's a meme out there, like, damn, like, some, you know, the black man in me and the protector in me want to be like, yo, queen, yo, cover up, yo, have more pride in yourself, this, that, and the third. But the nigga in me, like, yo, nigga, shut the fuck up, her ass out, her nipples out, her pussy out. Like, I know what, like, you feel me? Like, my whole thing is, you know, that promiscuous shit is not cool. Like, you lessening your value. I did a video on this a long time ago. It's not your beauty, it's your booty. You know, people gonna take advantage. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm obligated to give you the real. If you don't have no big brother, no big cousin, no father figure, no, you know, a man, fuck it, I'll be that. You feel me? I'm King Shu, I'm your big brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what's real, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, basically, because it's like, it's crazy. Like, you get a girl. Hold on. You know, like, it's crazy. You get a girl. You know what I mean? And it's almost like, you know, like, damn, son, I know where all your girl birthmarks at. You know, I ain't never hit it or nothing, but I know where her birthmarks at. All you gotta do is look at her Instagram. Nobody want a wife a joint like that. Nobody marries the party girl. You know, and I'm gonna lock, you know, y'all heard Cardi B in the beginning. You know, that's another video coming. Like, she's not the role model. We happy for her that she made it out her circumstances and alchemized and changed her circumstances, but we not embracing you going to the strip club to make your muscle. We not embracing that hustle, B. Like, real talk. Because, man, you know, I could tell, you know, she didn't have no real men in her life until she, you know, till she got grown. And the men in her life took advantage. You know what I'm saying? I could tell. I didn't even have to know her. You know what I mean? Because it ain't no man gonna let their daughter go in no fucking strip club. I'll go rob a bank and do 20 to life, 25 to life before I let my daughter, you know, disgrace herself like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in jail. She won't have a father, but if she come visit me, she know what you know what I mean? Like, nah, it's the perception. That's why this the name of the channel. But yeah, like, a lot of them, you know, they confused, be like, you know, they it's a psychological issue. I'm not buying that you was born that way, you a woman. You're not a woman. This nigga kept saying, I'm telling you I'm a woman. Like, no, you can't do that. Like, real men wanna date and procreate with real women. Like, you know what I mean? Real men want real women. Like, we don't want a dude like you look like a woman, because, and that's the scary part about it, because it's certain niggas out here that if they catch they, you know, take the estrogen real early, you know, as teenagers, you know, that shit reverses and it makes them look more feminine and they really look like women. You got niggas out here who could really pass for women until you get to that point, and you got motherfuckers who actually trick a man, you know, and until you get to that point. I'm keeping it real, man. I'm encouraging niggas to, like, you gotta get hurt behind that. Same thing like with pedophiles. If you got a dude who's who molesting little kids, jail and all that is not gonna fix it, man. It's not gonna stop niggas from doing that. Cause the next nigga gonna be like, I might not get caught. You have to start cutting these niggas' dicks off, cutting these niggas' heads off, and leaving them in the street for niggas to see that and put a sign on him and humiliate that bastard. You hear me? Like, yo, this nigga's a pedophile. And we not just doing that to anybody just because you speculating. No, we going to do real extensive. We have our own courts. We going to do our own research and investigation. We not dealing with them folks. And whatever his verdict is, you know, that's what we going to deal with. But, you know, and it's just certain issues amongst our people that we got to deal with, you know, that's important. And it's not, we need to, a most important part of this thing is we need to realize when it's about us and when it's not. When it's about Europeans, mind our fucking business. If you don't know, you don't know which way to go, then keep quiet. You sound better quiet. Because, a lot of people coming out with their opinions, and it's like, you causing distraction amongst your own people. But anyway, like I said, I'm not trying to beat them. I'm not trying to beat them people up too much, because I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm biased. I got homegirls, who I could chill with a lesbian. Like I'm more I could fuck with them versus a gay dude, because I have personal, like, first of all, if a chick is getting penetrated by plastic, like, oh, that's something else. Like, but as a man, you can't come back from some of the things that I guess these faggots do. But a woman, like, what can you really do? Like, that's not already natural, for your body. You can't really violate that. So a woman could come back from that. So, but even with that, a lot of these females, it's cool. So I was approached by one of my homegirls. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to put too much detail out to it, because I got love and respect for this person. And I still got love and respect. And I'm happy to see the progress where they at now. Nothing funny with it. Like, I'm genuinely happy for, knowledge is a powerful thing, B. But, I was approached and I was asked, like, to be like I forgot, a surrogate father or something like that. And I didn't even go further enough to see how we was going to go about doing this, because, that goes against my beliefs. I don't believe in when you see people with aunts, a lot of people confused. They think it's a black cross. It ain't no black cross. Nah, it's an African symbol, but the African symbol is specifically for man, woman, and child. That's the Trinity. Like, it ain't no man, and a child. Ain't no woman, and a child. So that goes against my what I deal with. So I had to politely decline that. And I had to respectfully decline that, but basically they did it because they wanted. She understood, like, she wanted a real man to be around, like, even though one of them was the man of the relationship, they knew only a man could raise a man, and they wanted a real man to be around, even if it was a girl, like, to have a real father, because y'all see how I'm coming, how I give it up, like, I ain't no compromise, but I was honored by that, in another life, it could have been whatever, but I just don't believe in that like that. But she go, Shorty came back from that, man. She doing great, man. But another funny thing, right? This some shit that I came across, and it's confusing. Like, this whole shit, like, when niggas say it's to cause confusion, and that's the whole. This is what I want to clear up: the confusion. We need to call a spade a fucking spade. So when you got these dudes who acting like girls, and they talking about you a woman, no, you're not a woman. You're a dude who believes they're a woman or want to be a woman. So we have to call it like that for this reason, right? Because when you talking about a girl, and you be like, yo, they be like, her. Like, no, that's not a her, that's a him. And some people, when you trying to describe the person, you confusing yourself. Like, yo, is this a he? Man, that's a him. Yo, that nigga was born a him. His mama named him Clay. I'ma call him Clay. But it's another, like, so as I seen this story, right? A nigga like me, I gotta do due diligence. I can't just just reach. That's pseudo. So I'm trying to understand these people's minds, and I'm doing research, and on YouTube I came across these two people. So as I'm looking, I'm thinking there's a dude. I'm thinking there's actual dudes who in relationships with these trannies. So I'm looking, and it was one dude who was in a relationship with a tranny. He was a white dude, so it was like he was comfortable with it. He knew what it was, all that. So I'm looking at these other joints. I'm noticing it's not a lot of black men who's willingly going to like date, like, this is my girlfriend, this is my woman, a tranny like that. But when I came across a brother, I'm like, damn, look at this nigga, yo. I'm listening, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, this shit is so crazy. Guess what it was? It was a tranny dude. See, it's confusing. It was a female. It was a man who wanted to be a female. A man who lived as a female. His spouse was a female who lived as a man. Yeah, if y'all follow that, y'all follow? The tranny, the man who dressed and lived like a woman had a relationship with the female who dressed and lived like a man. So technically, they not even they not even gay. Like, I mean, they gay, but they technically not even, they straight, because that's really a female and that's really a man, but they both, you know, confused. Like, so I'm curious, family. Yo, let me know how y'all feel about that. I don't even know. I'm still trying to process it in my brain, but I think honestly, I think I could live with that more than you know, dudes really messing with females who act like women. I mean, damn, this shit confusing. This is what I'm saying. It's all distraction and confusion. I think that's better than straight men dealing with gay men who act like women. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, dealing with that type of relationship. As long as it's still a female and a male still, you know, doing their thing. But it's totally weird, and I ain't gonna lie. I want to know, like, how that work. Like, who fuck who? Like, how that work. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that shit is weird. Like, you know, but that goes to show that it's all a mental thing. You understand? It's all a mental thing. Because, you know, like I said, like, a lot of, you know, when you got females, you know, and I could be lying, like, ladies, you could share your story or correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, a lot of, like, this is usually the steps, right? You know, if something happened to a young lady when she real young, 16 minutes, I'm about to end this. Something happened to a young lady or a young kid when they real young, and it affects their chemical balance, you know, because when you're going through puberty, you know, you're developing. So if something interrupts that, it could be a malfunction. And it's a queen in the community who she shared her story about how when she got molested, changes was happening in her body, and she was developing certain things faster, and, you know, certain things happened to her, you know, not just physically, but so, you know, what I usually see, like, girls who've been touched when they was young, they be real fast at, you know, they be real fast and promiscuous when they, you know, growing up. And then when they get to high school, something like that, so many niggas done misuse them because, you know, we call them dummies, we call them thighs, we call them slides, we call them, you know, whatever, you know, different. Every city got a different lingo for a female who willing to let a group of dudes hit. And, you know, if you knew better, you do better. And back in the day, you know, you know, like, for example, this is why I feel like I have to speak on this. Because back in the day, it was this girl I went to school with. You know, wasn't close to her, nothing like that. But I remember her when, you know, she was in my hood. And we had a party and niggas ran through her, right? And I'm talking about it was a line. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, you know, I walked in the room, I walked back out. Like, that shit is, I mean, that's crazy. Niggas is crazy. Niggas do anything for, you know, for something, right? So, I ain't participate, right? And, but the whole thing is niggas gonna take advantage. So what ended up happening, you know, what ends up happening, you know, some females either become more promiscuous and a dude to take advantage of them, or they get totally turned off by dudes altogether, and they don't want to start dealing with dudes. So that's where this gay epidemic came from, you know, this dyke shit, because a lot of females was just done with dudes. We fucked up. We dropped the ball, fellas. Like, real talk. Like, yo, if you're not treating your woman, like, be older now. Be like, if you 30 or better, and you're not, matter of fact, if you're not 21 or better and treating your woman, you know, like a queen, a goddess, like, yo, then get you another joint, you know. All that side chick shit, like, that's selfish. That shit lower nature, B. That's you dealing like an animal. Like, you know, like, a dog will hump a fucking couch. A dog will hump your leg. Like, you feel me? Like, you niggas will do, you, like, yo, this from the G Bosco, man. Bosco 100, blood nigga from Inglewood. He said, you niggas look like, you niggas is, a might suck it type niggas. Like, you know, for the right price or the right situation or the right amount of drink, you niggas might suck it, because you niggas is so low in nature, and so, you know, what feel good is like, y'all niggas is weirdos, B. But, you know, a lot of them get turned off by dudes altogether, and that's what happens. Or you might have a female who wasn't getting the attention as the quote unquote pretty girls, because, you know, they got us thinking that white features is the best whoop-de-whoop, you know. So we might shit on our women who we didn't feel was attractive or whatever, and they might just, you know, get more love from female. You know, it's a lot of things that come with it, but I don't think it's something that's, I know it's not nothing natural, and I don't think it's nothing that's, you know, this is not nothing that needs to keep going on, you know what I'm saying? Or you might have pretty girls who, they got so much attention from dudes that, you know, we aggressive, we men. So you get a female who acts like a dude, they get the best of both worlds. They get that sensitive, you know, whatever, you know, that shit that they like. And they also get the man part because these females is ultimately trying to be a man and these dudes is ultimately trying to be a girl. That's how you know it's a confusion, because if you a man and you dealing with a man who acting like a girl, why not go get the real thing and vice versa? So this shit is kind of weird. I just wanted to touch on that, man, real quick. You know, Ginuwine is not wrong. You niggas is dead wrong. If you niggas come approach a real nigga on the street, y'all gonna get hurt. This is just reality. It's not a hate crime. This is a man defending himself. You know, and I'm real quick, yo, like, as men, we got to grow up and, you know, we have to take responsibility, because back in the day, sometimes you got to show empathy and put this shit on the other foot, right? So back in the day, you know, I'm from Harlem, like, and you might be trying to holler at a female, right? And you might be like, sweetheart, excuse me, or whatever, and she might not, you know, she might be ignoring you or might not hear you or whatever, talking to her friend. So you might ever so gently just, you know, grab her by the hand or, you know, just touch her, you know, by the jacket or anything, you know, just to get her attention. But technically, yo, you're not supposed to do that. You can't do that, B. If she not, you know, if she, like, you have to have consent before you touch somebody. And if you bitch ass niggas is touching men, a lot of y'all gonna get fucking hurt, bro. I'm dead ass, B. Like, y'all niggas is crazy. Like, I mean, it's certain things that you have to be willing to die for. And I'm willing to die for my manhood. I'm willing to die for my people. And I'm willing to die for black women and children. And that's a fact. So, with that being said, man, it's your G King Shu, man. Africa for the Africans, global African unity. We hood, but we good. And as always, man, we will win, man. All right? Hotel.